allegedly, if you have what it takes to take on Very Dark Man, I am very sure you have what it takes to bear the losses as well. Please tell your so-called supporters to go and sleep. They were all watching you when you started the saga. King Mitchy, I've seen a few of your supporters on social media crying out that King Mitchy is being bullied. Some of your supporters even went into Belefood to show us the impact of the saga you went to do with Very Dark Man. King Mitchy, I'm not going to blame you for not listening to us when we came out to warn you. Myself, and I know Blessing CEO, who was your follower as well, and you were also following her. She also came out and did video to warn you. Unfortunately, you proved to us that you are an alpha female. And also, as an alpha female, I understand why you refuse to listen to us. Alpha females, they like to go and get what they want. King Mitchy wanted Very Dark Man, and she went for Very Dark Man. Now, here is where I have a problem with you, King Mitchy. You see this emotional blackmail that comes after you have done saga with someone like Very Dark Man. Such emotional blackmail is not warranted at this time. When all of these supporters now starts going to Belefood, turning on their camera to emotionally blackmail people, I will come out and tell them I got myself into this mess. And one way or another, I'll get myself back out of it. This is how a true alpha female operates. This is where I now lost respect for you. You could have just followed through and say, I brought this upon myself. I did this to myself. Because everybody warned you. Very Dark Man is the wrong. He's the wrong personality for you to go for. But you said, no, I'm an alpha female, for God's sake. They call me King Mitchy. I want Very Dark Man and I will get him. I used to be like you when I was your age. And that's why I can't blame you. Where I am going to blame you is all of this emotional BS you're doing. Emotional blackmail. From an alpha female who wants something and gets it. You want it done, you get it done. You're an alpha female. You don't need all this emotional blackmail. You knew exactly what you were getting yourself into when you poked at Very Dark Man and say, I want you, sir. You summoned Very Dark Man. I want to do saga with you. Who you be? And you did what you could do. You tried your best. And this is what comes after it. You see all of this wreckage here? That's what happens after a saga. So please take the full accountability. Take all the losses. That's what comes along with a saga. You could lose your accounts. You lose customers. You lose integrity. You will lose a lot of things when you go into saga. Okay? So that next time, even in your sleep, when someone tells you, are you going to take on Very Dark Man? Your answer is going to be no. Allegedly.
All right. Yes. Emotional blackmail from Mitchy. VDM once said this, that something like this will happen. What I call blackmailing, emotional blackmailing, meaning somebody will pretending to be bullied or pretending to be depressed so that the person she's pointing at will be the reason for a depression or for her tears. That is what I call emotional blackmail, or when you are crying to deceive people that you are being wounded, even when you are not actually wounded, so that you will not point people to the person that caused that tears. You will not say it's the person. That is emotional blackmail, which is always common among alpha female. Regarding to this issue, I didn't even know that she's an alpha female. I'm just hearing it for the first time from Davina. Thank you for passing this information to me. You understand? On the issue of the alpha female, naturally, I always want men to stay away from such people. Let them go and marry an alpha male. You understand? Have you, if you have seen an alpha male are those male that are stubborn, just the way the alpha female are stubborn. Let them marry themselves and let them see what it takes for a man or a woman that is not an alpha female, or for a man that is not an alpha female, normally what they pass through or what they see in that relationship. I won't say it's because it's an alpha female, the reason why she went for VDM. No, I won't say that is because it's an alpha female. No, alpha female normally intimidate men naturally. They intimidate their fellow women. They are very intimidative and very stubborn. When I mean stubborn, to the highest esteem, they know the hear word. They know they want hear anything. Is their own, their own. What if they want A, is A they want. If they want B, is B they want. That is alpha female. That is what I know, alpha female. And most time they always get blessed, always get what they want. They normally go scot-free. You understand? But at the end of the day, they normally lose everything they acquire with the use of that alpha, with that stubbornness and ruggedity found in them, because they are rugged, they are stubborn, they have a high spirit. You understand? Just that the only thing that I find in alpha female, they lack what they call the fruit of the spirit. They, in short, they don't even believe in patience and tolerance. They don't even believe actually in love. Most alpha female don't believe in love, because love comes with tolerance, it comes with mercy, forgiveness, and patience. Most alpha female don't have it. That is why I don't normally welcome them. I just see them as alien, or with a tools that is being used by devil to cause destruction in relationship, to cause panic, threat, war, violence in a relationship. If you have ever dated an alpha female, if you are a man, you have ever dated an alpha female, you are never, you are not a fighter in a relationship. You will start fighting, you start quarreling. If you are the kind of person that is a gentle person, please don't go for them. That is the day they will bring out the lion in you. The lion you never ever discover you have. That is what I can say regarding the alpha female. But in this case, being alpha female does not mean you go and meet VDM. No. According to VDM says she was a political tool. You understand? You understand? It was just a political tool. Let's just forget whether, I don't know who sponsor her, but according to VDM says she was a political tool, of which she herself, if you listen to Mitchy very well, from all her statement, you will discover that it was all politicals and leaders that surround her. That could prompt why he could go for VDM as his target. You understand? Being alpha female, there are many alpha female. They have not come for VDM. All the people, the leader have come for VDM. I don't even think any of them are alpha female. You understand? No, but this one, VDM have already prophesied. I've told her that something like this will happen, and it actually happened. That is why I'm worried. I'm still worried. You understand? Being a political tool is going to find it difficult for VDM to escape her. But I don't know. Me, myself, I'm still wondering how VDM will escape this girl, because it's not easy with somebody that is being. You don't understand. People they are back, they're strong. You understand? VDM, man, and I God bless you. And I just that God your day back, because it's not easy. Forget to, if government come for you, my brother, you can't escape it. You can't escape it. That's why I also want VDM to be very careful. To be very careful. It's not being alpha female, you understand? And Davina said other thing again, that she will lose a lot of things when you fight with VDM. It's just like nobody fight an Oba. You understand? When you fight an Oba, you will face the consequences. That is why I use the word karma. It was, you understand? I use the word karma because fighting with VDM is like losing what you already have. When you know that the person you are fighting with is a man of integrity, is a man with truth, with accountability and transparency, and you don't have such qualification, and you want to fight a man that have a PhD in integrity, and you don't even have honorary KG certificate in integrity. Fighting with VDM when you don't have integrity is like causing yourself harm. It's like you committing suicide. But the issue of blackmail is what I call that one genocide. You meaning that you want to carry other people along to join you to attack VDM. That is what I can see here. Because anytime somebody blackmail you, is just trying to carry others along in order to come for VDM. VDM will not be the person. VDM will not be seen as the bad person or the cause of the tears or the pain she is going through. That is what they call emotionally blackmail. It's a deceptive weapons be found amongst tumble men and women. If you see any man that always cry, any small thing go cry, or you see any woman that always cry, any small thing is always cry, those men, they are very dangerous to the society. They are very dangerous. They are just like a serpent. Their own is just to deceive, to make people see you as a bad egg, or to make people see you as a bad person, so that by that they are pretending drama. That's what they call them, drama queen and drama king. They are very deceptive. They have what called deceptive attitude. What mercy they don't have. Patience they don't have tolerance. They can't tolerate anything, but they want people to tolerate them, but they don't tolerate others. And I don't, according to Davina, she says she was an alpha female when she was young. Even till now, she's still an alpha female. But God will help you, so that, because I don't believe they change. I don't believe, because I've contacted many of them. They say they don't change unless they buy. Because why? They were there. I don't want to go further in the spiritual world. You understand? They are just trying to tell you that they come from the underworld of the marine, so they can't be like those. They can't be like Christ people. For we to be like Christ, they have to. You understand? They have to own life. So that is why if you see people like that are alpha female or alpha male, be careful of them, because they always get what they want, because they have what we call supernatural energy, which literally is not from Christ. It might be from God, but not from Christ. That is what they use to intimidate others, because they are good at intimidating people. They like to intimidate people. Check alpha female and alpha male. They like to intimidate. Is one of their common character. Oppress. They like to oppress the poor. 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 Beware. What they need is not prayer. What they need orientation of Christ. And those people, they don't want to hear anything Christ. They can go to church, they can talk to God, they can know God, but they don't want to know anything about Christ knowledge. They believe in the law of Moses, but they don't believe in the law of grace. Stay blessed. Peace and unity. One love.